Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. Today is July 24th, and our reading is Gluttony. The deadly sin of gluttony is not simply making a pig of ourselves at the table. Gluttony is hogging more than our share of everything, from money to attention. Of course, it's closely related to lust, greed, and envy. Gluttons want as much stuff as they can grab, regardless of whether they can actually consume it or not. In Dante's Inferno, gluttons are forced to gorge themselves and then submerged in the resulting effluvium. Nice touch, huh? Good Lord Almighty, I'm hungry. The glutton is an ancient trope, and a lot of the stuff that we've seen is pretty funny too. Monty Python with the guy who explodes in the restaurant is hilarious if you're of a certain bent nature, which I am. Mrs. Dhamma's not, but I am. We've got a lot of sayings that go with this stuff. We talk about our eyes being bigger than our stomachs or biting off more than we can chew. It puts us in mind of the preta, the hungry ghosts, grabbing and trying to get everything that they can get their hands on. But the problem is the chronic dissatisfaction. That's what gluttony comes down to. I want more. Me, me, me. This is a very self-centered kind of a thing. Now, there's some pretty smart, nice people who say that our reach should exceed our grasp. And if that's in spiritual matters, that we should aspire to be better people every day and like that, well, we can go along with that. Unfortunately, too many of us apply that to the material world. So instead of it being aspirational improvement, it's gluttony, greed, envy, lust, all of the acquisitive faults and defilements. Now, while we're on that topic, it is also said that the good should not be the enemy of the perfect. And maybe that's okay if it's done with some kind of moderation. But when have gluttons ever been moderate? The chronic dissatisfaction that is a characteristic of gluttony is also a characteristic of perfectionism. And if we're running around torturing everybody because, okay, you got 99 on that test, but what happened to that last one? That's not exactly conducive to a warm and friendly attitude within the family. And, it's just us. Of course, you spot it, you got it. So the idea of an insatiable, nitpicking, micromanaging control freak probably looks familiar to me, at least. And that's what bugs me about it. So this is the world we live in. Let's try to make room for other people and to not make a pig of ourselves all the time. The hallmark of gluttony really is chronic dissatisfaction, though. No matter how much a glutton gets, it's never enough. It's never the quality, the quantity, the color, the whatever that the glutton wanted. I wanted sprinkles like that. And it just likes to drive people crazy. Please remember that the 24th of every month is about the deadly sins or the precepts, and the 25th is about their opposite or about a different take on those principles. So happy trails to you until we meet again.